Hi, my name is Flossy Rocks, and this is Siren the Step Van, my tiny home on wheels.
And I just put the fridge where the fridge is gonna go. And my oven in the van! Woo!
You remember when I first built this van? If you don't, go back and check it out. I want to repay the favor of the people who I stayed with while I did this process.
Let's measure it and see if it will fit
Epic. Holy shit.
in there.
It's so cute!
Hey, do you approve of my electrical work? Whoa! Oh, shit, did you get zapped? I needed support, so my friends took me in. And I wanted to be able to pay back the favor, so to be able to use a gift that I have received to share it with those who need it more than I do right now feels incredible. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm very excited today. Today we are hopefully installing a battery into a cute wee trailer, which I cannot wait to do a tour of and show you. And maybe this box, which has got a solar panel on it. We don't really want to put holes in the trailer, so maybe it'll be this solar panel or one that I already have, which is a portable one, and we'll find out something else to do with these solar panels. I really like the idea of sharing and gifting the abundance. These people are people who have land housed me, given me an address and somewhere to live in my van at a time when I really, really needed it. So to be able to repay the favor and share it and play it forward feels really important to me. When YouTube land is giving me gifts of abundance, it's very interesting. I have been wishing and manifesting and praying for abundance, and I may not have been specific that I meant financial abundance, and the universe and the world has been like, here, would you like some very expensive battery and electronic gifts to be sponsored to you? I'm like, okay, sure. Amazing abundance. And I don't want to be somebody who goes, yes, I'll take it and then sell it. I want to be able to, who can I give it to that is going to make a difference to it? It's going to make a difference to these people immensely. The little trailer is very, very cute. They have a really tiny old lead acid battery in there. And this is a lithium ion 300 amp hour battery, which is amazing. Hopefully it fits. Hopefully it all works out. These solar panels may end up on my roof. I would then need to get a new charge controller. We'll see if we can figure that out. I don't know yet. So this is going to be an exploration and investigation kind of day. Anyway, time for breakfast. Let me make hot chocolate and hot water for my muesli. Big thanks to EcoWorthy for the solar panel, and a huge thank you to Vatrer Power for this 300 amp hour lithium battery. Wow, this is cool. Let's take them outside. Oh, it is heavy.
Unfortunately, we decided to use the solar panels on a different project because they're rigid solar panels and we really didn't want to put holes in the roof of the Boler trailer. You'll see those coming up in a video soon.
Cool. But let's measure it and see if it will fit
Epic. Holy shit.
in there.
It's so cute!
Step 1, disconnect the existing lead acid battery from here so that we can see whether this new battery will actually even fit in this battery box space. Currently, this has a lead acid battery and a propane tank. Ideally, they would both fit in here, but the propane tank may have to move out here. It's only a really small one. Or we'll put the battery inside, which means rerouting some of the wiring that comes in here.
let's get to it. This tiny battery is almost as heavy as that one, and it is so tiny by comparison. Oh, all right. Let's see what's in the space now and what we can clean out to see if we can fit. We might need to put some little levelers to clear the wiring to make the other battery fit flat. Let's have a look. Battery is out. Next up, to disconnect this battery monitor, fuse switches, the power on and off breaker, so we can take this battery lid out of here and then figure out what other stuff can come out to see if we can clear some space in here for the second battery. Oh, it's so shiny and beautiful! I might go get the propane tank and see if that fits also, and see how things could be organized. Isn't this the cutest wee tank? I'm hesitant if this will fit. Yeah, fortunately it is too tall. There's a possibility that we could figure out mounting it there, or we move this inside there. That's the decision, because there's some cupboard space in here that we could use. As usual, you're like, oh, this is a swift, easy job, and then you fiddle around, you're like, oh, this is going to be a much bigger endeavor. And the reason being is the propane tank and battery won't fit in here. So now I'm taking all of these wires, running them back inside of here, and we are going to put the battery here. It is about 20 pounds heavier than the lead acid battery, but like 5 times the capacity. And we're going to leave it in here so that the weight is centered. The charge controller is in that cupboard down there. The shore power comes in behind in this cupboard, and so we'll run all the wires and a conduit along here. I think that's going to work great, and we can then build a little shelf over top. I probably won't do that. I will probably leave that to them because they've got the carpentry skills and finishing skills, and we will just get the electrical install done because electrical is what I love and enjoy doing. So let's get that done for this little cute little bowler. Yeah, I'll throw it for you. Okay, okay.
Are you the goodest girl?
She's a little bit blind, so trying to find a stick is done by smell. Yay! You got it! Yeah, but I don't want to play tug of war. I only want to play fetch. I am sorting out the wires underneath, and I'm going to use this so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that is the positive wire. The negative wire is in fact stuck between the frame and the body of the which is very bad, but I think I'm going to cut this one up here and then post it back up through that hole where they both go up. Where's it going? There. Anyway, I gotta figure it out. Woohoo, I can do this. I was really hoping to avoid this, but I think I have to lie on my back on the ground and try it and scooch underneath here, because I think there is some conduit or some like wiring control that I need to unscrew in there, which makes sense because that's safer. But I'm gonna pull my yoga mat out as I do, or my outside floor mat, and try and hop in here and see if I can
figure it out. Because I'm pulling on the other end and it's not coming through. Right, that's much better. Don't have to lay in the mud now. Let's see if I can squeeze my buddy into this little gap. We're making progress. We're gonna clean up this hole and get this wire through there so that it can come along the back here to the battery. This is the piece of wire that was jammed amongst this chassis, so we're actually making this electrical system a whole lot safer. Hang on. Will this go through that hole or after? We have a charge controller in the back there. And then we have run all of the wires that were attached through this handy dandy piece of conduit through here, all here ready for the posts and the battery terminals. Somebody's gone to the shop to go get new ones, and when they come back we can attach it all and see if it works. I'm not kind of surprised. It's fine. Oh! Oh shit, did you get zapped? Oh, that might be the wrong way around. Buddy. I'm on my way to the Pottery studio! Woo! Hopefully, I'm driving very carefully that all of the pottery will stay intact in one piece, and I get to take it there, drop it off, let it get fired, and then hopefully next week I will come back, glaze it, fire it again. Might be next week or the week after. We'll see. But I'm so excited. I haven't been to the Pottery studio. I haven't said hi to them in such a long time. And to be dropping off 12 pieces that I've made in the last little while, to get them ready for all of you to put on my website. There's octopus cups, there's kelp cups, there's a crab cup. Oh, they look so pretty. I'm excited. Should be beautiful. Yet again, everything travels just perfectly. I wrapped everything up in my bed with my pillows, some extra clothing between it to keep it safe. Oh, it's a little nerve-wracking, but let's take these into the Pottery studio now. We are back. It is day 3 working on the electrical system for the Boler, and I'm so happy. It is currently working. Battery is hooked up, and now we've got to just tidy up the wiring and see if we can make the house lights work, because there's one wire missing that's making them not work.
This is Flossy in a sunbeam in a Boler trailer putting in a fancy battery. Go Poppy!
Oh, I'm so
go
excited.
Poppy. I said go Poppy.
In there. So we've got it cleaning up the spaghetti and put it somewhere that it's all tidy and wired in and doesn't put any stress on this, because at the moment that's not good. It's too much of a chaos, too many wires on one terminal. Are you the wiring inspector? Bunk bunk. I have to install this. We're in the process of wiring all of the positives to here because there was too much attached to this. We're getting there slowly. This wire It's not long enough, so I have to extend it to make it reach, because I'm going to mount this up there. Hey, do you approve of my electrical work? You think so? I don't know. You are really making this work a little bit more complicated. With your cuteness. Did you just buy me? You're like, why did you stop petting me? Why did you stop petting me? Is this like old times? Are you in my bed like old times? Yeah, you're in my bed like old times? Hey? You remember this? Cutie? No. You remember my bed? You used to come and snuggle all the time. These are the unknown cables. I believe I have figured out that the green one is negative, the red one is positive. Green can sometimes be one of those things. It's weird though, because I'm not connecting the positive. I've only touched the negative to the negative, and somehow it's turning the lights on. So I don't actually know what this wire does. But now we need to test the other light switches, because those ones work. But do the other two lights in here work? That's the next question. Did it work? It did work! What about that one by the door?
This one doesn't. That one doesn't work, but this one does, and it works. But it's kind of faulty, got wiring issues. But
okay, the lights work. Fuck knows what this wire is for. I actually don't want to wire it up, or I'll put it. I don't know what it's for, so I don't want to connect it. Like, it doesn't seem worth it. This one does the lights, and it is fabulous, and I'm so relieved. Yay! Thanks, boss. So we're done. Everything works. I am gonna leave this as it is, because the person who owns this Boler is gonna probably mount it like that, and mount this voltage meter somewhere too, and maybe build a box for the battery. Now, that carpentry work is not my wheelhouse for this particular job, so I'm going to let them do that, and they'll sort out all of this space. But isn't it so cute? All these lights in here. Looks lovely, like this under counter lighting. So thrilled to get this done. These lights look so great. The battery system is fantastic. And then when we put this down, boop, 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 boop. Mind the pause? Yeah. We have more counter space. I'm so happy. Thanks a huge to the battery sponsor for this video, Vatrer Power. Thank you so much for giving us this 300 amp hour battery. It is going to keep the fridge and the lights in here perfectly. Thanks. Bye. Hi everybody. I really wanted to tell you the story of this Boler trailer and how I came to be installing a 300 amp hour lithium battery in here to replace a very, very dead lead acid battery. Hopefully in the future I can find some sponsorships for flexible solar panels we can put on the roof. But I want to tell you why I'm installing these things in this trailer instead of my own van. I want you to think back to 2020, pre-pandemic. I was living in North Vancouver. I was working in North Vancouver. And I was living in a 1977 van, which I had named Mystery. She was a 1977 Ventura high top, and she was called Mystery because every time something would go wrong, it was a mystery. And so, come 2020, all of my amenities, my water, my power, my workplace, all of these shut down, and I had to go somewhere. Everybody else went to work from home. I was like, well, my van is my home. And at that time, I had no battery set up. I was running off a little portable thing. I had no solar panels. I had no power. I couldn't plug in my van. All of that stuff didn't exist in my old Vandura. So I panicked. I was like, what do I do when everybody's been sent away from the office? Everybody's in panic mode. We don't know how long this is going to last. And so I moved to Salt Spring Island, and I took my van, and I had friends and connections there, and I ended up living in the township on the streets in Salt Spring for a while, but I could get water. Because it was a small community, they weren't letting anyone on and off the island except for essential services and food. And I could get showers, I could go to my friends' places. We formed a bubble, and I became part of that. Eventually, it got quite taxing just to be constantly roaming, constantly moving around a small island and not having any place to put my roots down, and I needed support. So my friends took me in. They have a property which had a parking space that I could move to. I was so grateful. And at that point, I had decided that Mystery could not be my forever home. I needed something slightly bigger, and I needed to be able to have the space to install solar panels on a roof and proper battery system. So that's when I bought Siren. Siren is a step van conversion, and she's a 1999 Ford E350 5.4 litre V8. I love that van, so I bought her in Abbotsford in 2021 and drove it back to Salt Spring. So I bought that van, I brought it back here and started to do a rebuild series, and that is about the time that I seriously started on YouTube. So you can go back through the historical videos on my YouTube channel and view the building out and the saying goodbye to Mystery. So there are some videos in my old van Mystery, and most of my early videos are the build process where I converted Siren, the step van. Doing that step van conversion taught me a lot. I loved it, and it was amazing to build a brand new home, but it was amazing to do it in the company of friends, with community. One of the people who live here and own this Boler trailer are a trained carpenter, so I get her expertise to support me and to love me, and the two of them, her and her partner, were just such sweethearts. So I am forever grateful for finding a home and finding community in a period of time where everybody was terrified and scared. I needed internet and Wi-Fi and water and power so that I could work, and I am now at the place in a place where I don't need that so much because I have now installed the systems. I saved up enough money to get my own batteries, to buy my own solar panels, and to put it together in my step van. That is such a gift. Take us to now, and I wanted to be able to pay back the favor. And I know this kind of thing is never done in an expectation of having something returned to you, but it feels so good to me to say, well, YouTube has now become something that is sending me sponsorships. I have a small audience. I feel a sense of abundance and so much gratitude. This Vatrer Power 300 amp hour battery is replacing a very, very dead lithium battery that barely kept their fridge alive. They went and took this Boler trailer down to Arizona just recently, and I lent them a portable solar panel and a battery. And I'm going to show you the portable solar panel setup and show you some of the install and setup of this battery and how I'm doing all of the wiring and making sure all of it works, the lights in here, making sure that they are able to enjoy this space. That gives me so much joy. My friends want to be able to travel in summer, and this trailer is perfect for them. For them to take themselves and their dog down to the US or around Canada in the warm summer months in this cute little thing. It has a fridge, a sink, a 2-burner stove that runs on propane, a little toilet setup, and plenty of storage to keep the two of them super cozy and happy over the summer months. And I am so grateful that they saved me and took me in at a time where I was homeless and without a grounding and without support, and really supported me to be able to set myself up for my future and make my step van my home. So to be able to use a gift that I have received to share it with those who need it more than I do right now feels incredible. And it is all thanks to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me in the adventures that I have done. Thank you for watching my channel, supporting my Patreon, and the audience that has come here is why I can then play it forward and be generous to those who have helped me so much. Isn't this thing cute? It is a small space, but it has so much charm and character, and everything for its age still functions. I am so grateful to be able to share this with you. Thank you so much for watching. My Patreons get advanced notice, so they heard about this when I am doing it currently instead of my posting schedule, which is 3 to 4 videos behind. I also post on Instagram, and on Patreon I send real-time updates of what's currently happening in my life, the things that I'm going through, both positive and more challenging, photos, and there's a chat. We get to have a conversation, and I get to hear about your stories and chat with you over there. For those of you who comment on my videos, I appreciate you so much. You give me good advice, plenty of encouragement, and so many kind words. Thank you so much. I really hope you enjoyed this Boler trailer video. As much as I enjoyed making it for you, it feels so good to give my friends such an amazing gift for all of the wonderful and amazing support and love they have given me. Until next time, I'll see you next week. Bye.